According to the myth, Medusa was once a ravishing woman.
Welcome to Watch Mojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the legendary tales from Greek mythology that, depending on the source, are utterly disturbing due to their terrifying, shocking, or morally gross acts contained within.
As Mestra looked on in horror, her father devoured all the food in the palace.
Number 10, the creation of the Minotaur. In the realm of Greek mythical creatures, the Minotaur is one of the best known.
Far beneath the palace of the treacherous king Minos, in the damp darkness of an inescapable labyrinth, a horrific beast stalks the endless corridors of its prison, enraged with a bloodlust so intense that its deafening roar shakes the earth.
Considering the beast is half bull and half human, you might not know how it was created. Well, after Minos became king of Crete, Poseidon sent him the Cretan bull to sacrifice in the god's name. However, due to its apparent beauty, Minos sacrificed another bull. Enraged, Poseidon arranged to curse Minos' wife Pasiphae, making her fall in love with the Cretan bull. Desperate to enact her feelings, Pasiphae went to the craftsman Tantalus and got him to make a hollow cow. She then got inside it and waited for the Cretan bull to get intimate with it. This resulted in Pasiphae birthing Asterius, who became better known as the Minotaur. Number 9, the punishment of Prometheus. Various mythologies like to feature tales of punishment, yet the most infamous example in the Greek legend also takes it to an extreme.
The god of forethought, the firebringer.
Prometheus, a titan, loved humanity. Zeus, on the other hand, was indifferent at best. After Prometheus had tricked the thunder god, with the deities getting the lesser quality animal meat over the humans, Zeus took fire away from them. Cold, in darkness, and in danger of civilization collapsing, Prometheus acted by stealing fire and giving it back to the humans. Infuriated, Zeus had Prometheus chained outside so an eagle, or a vulture, depending on the source, would arrive and consume the titan's liver.
And so, for generations, Prometheus is punished.
Every day, he'd recover, only for the eagle to return. It took years until Hercules freed Prometheus.
He never expressed regret at his act of rebellion. His resilience in the face of oppression made him a beloved figure in mythology.
Number 8. Tantalus's cruel curiosity. Typically said to be the son of Zeus, Tantalus was liked by the gods, often dining with them. In one of the stories, Tantalus decided to test the deity's all-knowing power, so he served his son Pelops to them during a feast.
Now, there's no explanation given as to why he thought this was a good idea, because if ancient Greece had a top-tier taboo, it was killing family members.
While most of the gods realized, a grieving Demeter took a bite of Pelops' shoulder.
Happens to the best of us, I'm sure.
The Olympians returned Pelops to life, complete with an ivory shoulder to replace the missing part. Due to this and other crimes against the gods, Tantalus was sent to Tartarus, a dungeon of torment in the underworld. There, he would stand in a pool of water with a fruit tree. Yet, when he tried to drink or eat the goods, they would always be out of his reach.
This punishment is why the word tantalizing describes this kind of situation.
Number 7. The origin of the Oedipus complex. All psychology students will be uncomfortably familiar with Sigmund Freud's Oedipus complex, yet its origins stem from Greek mythology.
Ancient Greek playwrights really specialized in the dysfunctional family.
After the royals of Thebes, Laius and Jocasta were told the prophecy that their son would kill Laius. When they had one, they sent a servant to abandon the boy outside. Instead, the child was adopted by the royals in Corinth and named Oedipus.
Years passed, till one night a drunken reveler told Oedipus that he was not Polybus and Merope's son by birth.
Later, after discovering the prophecy, which added that he'd marry his mother, and believing it was tied to Corinth, Oedipus left for Thebes. During the trip, he killed Laius during an argument. After defeating a sphinx, Oedipus married Jocasta, becoming king of Thebes. Yet, when the truth came out, Jocasta took her own life, and Oedipus blinded himself and went into exile.
Drive me out of this place, out of this land, out of the sight of men.
Number 6. Leda and the Swan. Leda was married to the Spartan king Tyndareus, as Zeus was wedded to Hera. However, anyone familiar with the thunder god knows that nuptials never held him back.
Yet his admiration is in vain, as the ever-faithful Leda remains loyal to her husband.
After seeing Leda, Zeus became obsessed with her beauty. To hide his plan from Hera, Zeus changed his form into a swan. After pretending he was fleeing from an eagle and was injured, Zeus flew to Leda. The two were soon intimate. Depending on the version, it was sometimes said to be consensual.
A shudder in the loins engenders there the broken wall, the burning roof and tower.
That same night, Leda was intimate with Tyndareus. This caused a strange merging between the two fathers, as 4 children were produced from 2 eggs. Tyndareus' children were Clytemnestra and Castor. Zeus's were Pollux and Helen, who to be better known as Helen of Troy.
I've made many mistakes.
Number 5, becoming a tree to escape harassment. Feeling arrogant after slaying the serpent Python, Apollo, the god of archery, mocked Eros for using a bow and arrow.
He teased Eros about his trivial role of making people fall in love by using his arrows, saying that arrows were for warriors and fighters.
Known as Cupid to the Romans, Eros wanted revenge. So he shot Apollo with a love arrow and then struck the nymph Daphne with one that would make her despise Apollo. After seeing her, the god chased Daphne, who ran in fear and hatred. Encouraged by Eros, Apollo kept pursuing the nymph. Eventually, she realized that she couldn't keep running. She called out to her father, one of the river gods, to change her form to deter men. Slowly, Daphne morphed into a laurel tree.
Just as Apollo grabbed hold of Daphne's waist, she began her metamorphosis, and within seconds, she had vanished.
However, Apollo wasn't done. He obsessed over it, using the leaves and wood to keep Daphne close forever. Number 4, Athena's revenge against Medusa. Medusa is best known for being a gorgon with snakes for hair and an appearance so repulsive that anyone looking at her would be turned to stone.
Medusa can crush a man with a single, penetrating look. It is a power that makes her nearly invincible.
Yet, according to the Roman poet Ovid, she wasn't always this monster. Unlike her sisters, Medusa was beautiful and a priestess of Athena, who'd taken a vow of celibacy.
She's a beautiful woman with long, flowing locks of hair. Every suitor wants to marry her. She causes envy among everyone.
However, the god Poseidon wanted Medusa. So, while at Athena's temple, the duo was intimate, with consent being questionable, depending on the source. Furious at Medusa for breaking her vows, Athena transformed her into the monster she'd best be known for.
Her skin cracks and withers, and her long, silken hair becomes a writhing mass of poisonous snakes.
Due to this, Medusa has not only become an icon of feminism, but also one for victims being blamed for a crime committed against them. Number 3, the punishment of Erysichthon. As king of Thessaly and having a massive ego, Erysichthon wanted to extend his feasting room in his palace, so he decided he would use trees from a sacred grove dedicated to Demeter.
The king was well known for spurning the gods, as he was more interested in honoring himself.
One of the trees stood out, around which the nymphs danced. While the workers refused to chop it down, Erysichthon did it himself. However, as he felled the tree, a Dryad nymph living within it was fatally struck and cursed Erysichthon. Enraged by the king's arrogance, Demeter summoned Limos, the personification of famine, and instructed it to enter Erysichthon.
Under the cover of night, she crept into the palace and released her famished breath into the sleeping king.
No matter what or how much he ate, the king would always be hungry. Erysichthon sold everything to buy more food, including his own daughter multiple times.
He only saw an opportunity for himself.
In the end, he consumed himself. Number 2, disturbing Dionysus. While Dionysus is known as the god of fun things like winemaking and festivities, he's also the god of insanity. Pentheus found this out the hard way. As the king of Thebes, Pentheus angered Dionysus by banning worship of his deity cousin in the city.
Pentheus was dedicated to law and order.
The god turned the followers of his cult, the Maenads, who included Pentheus's mother and aunts, into a frenzied state as they set up camp outside Thebes. Then Dionysus destroyed Pentheus's palace. The god, in disguise, convinced the king to spy on the Maenads, but to do so dressed as a woman.
But Dionysus was fully in control.
Yet, with Dionysus's frenzy still in effect, The Maenads believed Pentheus to be a wild animal.
Agave in particular was entranced by hallucination.
The women, including his relatives, tore Pentheus apart, an act called sparagmos.
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into settings and switch on your notifications.
Number 1. Medea's Spite. If you've seen 1963's Jason and the Argonauts, you'd know the love story between Jason and Medea.
Where have you come from?
This way.
But that's the other side of the world.
Yet, long after this event, the romance between the two came to an abrupt, terrible end. While married to Medea, Jason left her and got engaged to another woman, Creusa. Angry that Jason was no longer hers, the sorceress gifted Creusa with a dress. However, once she put it on, Creusa began to burn, as Medea had cursed it. Creusa's father, Creon, tried to help. However, both succumbed to the dress. Yet, not done with her twisted revenge, Medea then took the lives of her and Jason's 2 children. With the aid of her godly relatives, including Helios, Medea escaped and continued her villainous ways, leaving Jason broken.
I must come with you.
I'll go alone.
No. I have to go with you. I have no country now. And I love you.
What other creepy Greek myths did we miss from the video? Let us know below.